Hello everyone and welcome back to another tree tutorial. By the look of my hotbar, I guess you can, and also the title, I guess you can figure out which tree we're building today. It's a birch tree and it's not gonna be as tall as the last tree we did. It's a little bit taller than this one. There's no video on this one, I'm sorry. Um, and it's quite simple. These are the only things that I'm gonna be using. I am gonna show you a different, not show you the method, but show you the result of a method of building birch trees in after. So yeah, let's get started. We're just gonna start by building the trunk up, and as usual, this is gonna be like not a step-by-step tutorial, but more like a process of building it, and it's in creative as well. So if you follow along in survival, good luck. I guess not. It's not gonna be that difficult, but yeah. We're gonna go up with a trunk, let's say about this height. And then, usually birch trees, I find them quite difficult. So I usually look up a reference oh my god, I can't speak. I just woke up. A reference photo. And the one that I have found, it kind of splits in two. So we go up and out like this. And then we can use the walls to go up because it's gonna be a bit thinner. Because once they go out, branches go grow stronger like that, I guess it is. Yeah, maybe it's at 90 degrees it grows like stronger, and this doesn't look very strong to me. So we're gonna go up like this, and then this is a little bit too close, I feel like. So we can go out like so. Let's remove all of that and then go up again. And then on top of this one as well, we're gonna go up like that. And I quite like it. And let's put a little bit of a pointy thing on this one, and then also on these ones to smooth out the end here, like so. So that's the base trunk that we got. Maybe we can put it in like that. Okay, that's the base trunk that we got now. Now let's do some branches. Birch trees usually don't have that long branches going out, so, and this tree is also quite small, so we're just gonna be doing branches like so, like that. Maybe curve it a bit, and that's basically gonna be all the way up to these walls up here, because you can't really place slabs on the walls. That looks dumb. And also it doesn't really matter because you're gonna have leaves surrounding it, so you can't see the air gap anyways. I just don't like it. Like the thought of there being a gap. I'm not a fan of that. But let's start by just decorating this small trunk here. And we can go out one more here. And then on this one, on the wall again, we can use what are called fence gates. It creates like a cool little ledge, I guess you can call it. I like that a lot. And let's see. Just be careful if you follow step by step. You can't really place one here. That's annoying. Let's see, we can do that, and yeah, let's stay like that. Okay, perfect. No, let's just go here. There's already gonna be a leaf block at this place. All right, so that's the small one done. Now let's do this one here. Let's see. It's quite. Okay, we can go here. And I think that's gonna be it, perhaps. All right, like that. Now let's, for the big one, just do the same as down here. All right. And that's the trunk. Actually, it's not. Let's see, it curves that way, so maybe we can have a little support pillar, not a support pillar, but a support trunk down here. Now for the leaves. If you have watched the tutorial for those ones, it's basically the same that I do every time. Just go around the edges here real quick, place a few leaves, and then after that you can smooth it out. If you find any spots where you feel like it's too much air between the leaves, you can fill it in after. And then we're gonna do something else here in the end once all the leaves are placed in. Alright, I just want to say these new pale blocks are a lifesaver for the birch trees. Usually you would use diorite, but diorite didn't have those ones, the trapdoors. So, and these ones also go way better with the birch logs, I feel like. It's not as big of a contrast between them. I know some people might like the diorite a bit more because of the texture, but not me. Okay, so now we have all the leaves in. And I don't feel like we have that many bare spots. This down here looks a little bit funky. So now we're gonna, usually when you see birch trees, they have like leaves or like very thin branches with leaves going all the way down. We can't really have that, so we're just gonna make the leaves a bit droopy, I guess you could say. Like by placing these on the edges of the leaf where it goes down a bit. Like so. Maybe we can remove that and go down here. I don't try not to make the leaves too like close together like so, because then it's, yeah, that looks weird in my opinion. You can obviously do it if you like the look of it. I am not your boss. Okay, I don't think we have that much more space for droopiness here. This is a little bit weird looking. Maybe, yeah. Alright. So, I'm not a fan of this birch tree, but I'm not a fan of birch trees in general. This side looks a little bit better. It's quite funky. Alright, and now we can go in with the glow lichen and create a little bit more droopiness, because that looks actually kind of like the ends of a birch branch. But you can only place them on like blocks where you're on the bottom level of a full block, if that makes any sense to you at all. I hope it does. And that's kind of difficult to find sometimes, especially when the leaves are that close together. This one is usable. Oops. Alright. I feel like maybe that's it. I didn't get too many of those this time. But you can do that. And this birch tree is a little bit compact. Let's be honest here. It's not the greatest. But I just built them on the fly and talk through my process of building them. I can show you another one. Let me show you real quick. Alright, here's another one that's a lot larger in style, and that makes it also quite a bit easier to build. But that also has that droopiness effect. And I used the birch leaves here with moss. I don't know if I like that. But you could use azalea leaves instead if you want. I can do on one branch so you can see here. It will look like that all the way around, if that is any help. Need to fix it. I can't. But yeah, that's how it would look on a larger scale if you follow this kind of tutorial. And this was built all the way back when we didn't have the pale stuff, so it used diorite walls instead. Alright, so we have now 3 different trees here. I replaced all the azalea leaves with birch leaves over here, so you can see what it would look like if you used the birch leaves. I am not a fan. And then we also have this one, which, if you want to see how I made the pattern, the last tree tutorial that I did was on fantasy trees, and it was just the same concept as this one. So if you want to watch that, go ahead. But yeah, because birch leaves usually turn yellow in fall and stuff like that, I figured why not make one since it's fall now, and then we use some yellow glass for the droopiness effect, and some candles as well, just for some decoration. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me go into this mode so you can see me. If you have any other trees you want to see me build or whatever, or just like the video in general, please let me know. Give me some feedback. I would really much appreciate it. But yeah, follow me along on Twitch if you want to watch me do stuff live. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.